Hello, everyone. Hola. Annyeonghaseyo. Ohayo gozaimasu. And those are the only languages I know to say hi. But welcome! It is me, your host, Simone.
And I'm Macy. I
And
immediately
welcome
thought
back
of
to
Jackson Wang.
Wait, what?
Jackson Wang, when he does that.
Oh, yeah, the sassy. What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
Annyeonghaseyo.
Yeah. Like pronounces each.
But I was thinking, welcome back, guys. Hi.
Hi.
How are you, Macy?
Our intros suck. Without fail. Most of the time we do them at least twice as well, but I say we just leave that one alone.
Listen, we've already discussed how awkward we are, so It's not going to change. We're not going to pretend to be different people just because we're doing this. We are who we are. You get what you get.
Right. It's never been super easy to talk like you're talking to an audience.
Exactly, especially since you can't see them.
Yeah. Right. Well, discuss what we're talking about this week?
I mean, I asked how you were. You kind of just pretend.
Oh, yeah, we're just gonna. I'm not very good, so I just skipped right over it.
Okay, I kind of figured that.
No, it's all good. Just I'm pretty sure it's both same for both of us. We're both just tired and we work all the time. So
yeah, I mean, honestly, I haven't been surprisingly as tired. I'm trying to get my life together. So besides work, I've been exercising more. Again, actually taking my vitamins. So physically, I don't feel as tired. Mentally, and we're still going there. A lot is happening. Yeah, a lot is happening. Kind of want to reiterate a couple things I said earlier about the, talking about stuff just briefly that makes me uncomfortable. I'm not going to get into it, but if you want to go on our Twitter, I tweeted about a certain article that I read that very much disturbed me about K-pop. And just, the hypocrisy of when they talk about bringing K-pop over to America. And how they just want to omit a whole demographic of listeners, aka people that look like me. So it's again, I said I wasn't going to get too much into it because I'm just one person. But if you want to know what I'm talking about, you can go on our Twitter. I went on a couple thread rant about it. And it's just one of my annoyances about that topic. And also when we were going to our depressing thing, I won't get too deep into it, but I just want to say, protect these children, protect these minors. I've been seeing too many sick stuff going on in the world. It's always been happening, and I don't know, just because of the internet, I'm more hyper aware of it, but just protect these children, protect these minors. I am still the mindset I don't believe 18 should be considered an adult. I know there's so many things that go into why it's set like that, but still. And we're praying for Puerto Rico after the whole hurricane that happened, and the islands as well. If anyone knows any reliable resources to help the actual people on the island, that'd be great. I know this is going to come out a little bit later, but still. And I heard they're still recovering from Maria, so another hurricane on top of that.
They get hit really bad, almost every year.
So
it's kind of like Louisiana. Those poor people get hit all the time.
Exactly, because the way the landscape is, with Puerto Rico, I know it's because of the mountains, and then when the water is rushing down, causes a lot of landslides and mudslides. So yeah, it's really interesting how after we recorded this, we also went through a hurricane ourselves. I stated in an earlier episode, I don't know if Ian hit Puerto Rico or not, but I know it hit where we live, which is Florida and Cuba. So just prayers for everybody. Everybody in my state, everybody in the countries of Puerto Rico and Cuba, and any other islands that I might be missing that were in its path. And then just on an entertainment news, as of today, J-Hope and Crush released a single called Rush Hour. So go listen to Rush Hour. It's very good. Gotta support BTS and the members. But yeah, enough of that. Let's get into our actual topic. Woo! Yeah, no, I needed to come in at this part. I also need to remind you guys that we record these in advance. So when I said this, It was like maybe 2 or 3 days after the song dropped. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore at this point. Because I initially came on here to say one thing, and then a bunch of other stuff came out. So I just don't know. And I don't want to be part of the party that is spreading more misinformation. I will not make this long. I will try not to make this long, but I still want to say something. If you don't know what I'm talking about, again, I'm not trying to make this long, so you can look up Crush, and I'm sure you'll be able to find it if fans haven't already cleared the searches or whatever, because you know how some of them like to do that. But I will say this, what I was afraid of, and it's not about Crush. I don't really care. I'm gonna be honest. He's fine. And even if this new information didn't come out, he was gonna be fine regardless. My biggest thing was mostly non-black fans. A lot of the ones that like to be online and be fake tough and complain that black fans are always screaming about racism. You turn around and be racist to black fans. Like, fighting racism with racism, who is that helping anybody? Like, please make it make sense to me, because you complain that we're talking about racism, but turn around and be racist. Like, the math isn't mathing, because 1+1 is equaling fish here. And it's not like Crush is in the clear anyway, because he still has a past. I completely forgot about the whole Masked Singer thing, because it was around the time I was still getting new into K-pop, and I barely knew who this man was. I just remember always seeing his name on like features of songs I would listen to, but other than that, I had no idea. And even just that mask itself is considered a minstrel character and like a characterization of like what they perceive black people as, which is like big lips, ugly, things of that nature. I think his name is Nicole. I know he's from a Korean show from like the 80s or 90s, but still, even his like quote unquote reasoning on Instagram, because I'm not going to say that was an apology. That wasn't an apology. That's a good example of, it's funny how I came across a TikTok, and it's true how microaggressiveness and like micro racism is more damaging and harmful than outright blatant racism is. Because as you could see in that statement, he didn't say why. Like, he didn't even explain why he was posting this. It was just very vague. So if anyone doesn't know that situation, is just a fan, are going to like it and think other people are overreacting, not knowing the content behind it. And microaggression is such an easier way for victims to be seen as overreacting or making something a big deal than blatant racism is. Because if you wanted us to believe what you wrote in your statement, first of all, if that did happen, why are you continuing to high five fans? If you're going to skip a section because you believe there's pushing in the crowd, skip them all. Be fair and just skip them all. Second of all, at the end of the day, those fans, and I'm saying fans because I can't remember if I saw the person who originally posted the first video goes by they, them pronouns. So I'm just going to be safe. I don't want to misgender or mislabel anyone. I'm just going to say fans. At the end of the day, miscommunication or not, misunderstanding, if they felt discriminated, they felt discriminated. They have a right to feel discriminated because of the social climate that we are in globally and knowing how Black people are treated globally, especially in this industry. And third of all, if this is an apology, English or Korean, you could have just said, I'm sorry I made those fans feel like they were discriminated against. Is it really that hard to say that? Not even the extra, like, that was my intention, I didn't mean to do it. A simple, I am sorry I made you feel discriminated against would have been simple enough. So I also want people that are upset, I want people that are attacking people that were upset that J-Hope liked the post to also stop, because they have a right to be upset. Just like with the discrimination, I don't want people to what's the word I'm looking for? I want people to stop invalidating others' feelings because you are a person before you're a stan, and I feel like a lot of people are losing that because sometimes our faves are wrong, guys. It's okay to admit that. Sometimes they can be wrong. Sometimes they can make mistakes. But it's up to them from these mistakes to whether they want to actually learn, fix them, never do them again, and become better, or whether they just don't give a fuck and continue and know that they're going to have a support. That also comes into where we have to start deciding where if we want to continue supporting that, be like, nah, that's just not for me. I'm going to take a step back or just stop altogether. Again, I'm not trying to make this episode so long. And like, I feel like I'm not educated enough just to talk about like morale and how, like, especially nowadays and like with the internet, it's so much easier to like throw morale out the window if it's for the sake of your escapism, excuse me, guys. I'm just tired, okay? I'm just tired of everything I'm seeing right now of the state of the world. And again, that's probably why it's easier for people, like I was just saying, to throw the morale out the window in favor of escapism. Why am I struggling to say this word? You understand what I'm trying to say. And these people you are fighting and defending are still people at the end of the day. And they're also grown. That's another thing I get upset with, especially with BTS. A lot of people just baby them like they're not grown men who have their own thoughts, opinions, can do their own research on things if they care, which I'm sure they do. I hope they do. But still, it's just a way of like dehumanizing them, whether people want to admit that or not. Anyway, I'm not trying to go on forever. At this point, it's up to you to figure out what you want to support and not support. And I'm talking to everyone, whether you're black, non-black, person of color, white, especially those who always want to say you're an ally on these issues. Anti-blackness is global. If you want to continue supporting J-Hope, you can go stream Jack in the Box. This conversation, like I said back in Yumi Cells, it's just a lot bigger. It's just a whole lot bigger. It's just more can of worms I feel like we need to just start opening, especially for an industry that we are all very into. Obviously, if you're listening to this episode, that is trying to globalize and are influenced by other cultures, yet are very insensitive on those other cultures, and mainly Black culture, Black American culture. No, I'll say just Black culture, because now there's a trend of like them taking a lot of like Afro beats and using it into their music, and they're not even saying what part of Africa they're taking these beats from, because again, Africa is a continent with several countries, and those countries within Africa have their own cultures. Also taking Caribbean music and mixing them in. But of course, because we're all Black, they're just going to mix it all into one. I will not even get into this new girl group that I just came across, of which apparently are full of dancers, and they are on the show Street Woman Fighter, and their name is Cocoa and Butter. That should just tell you enough. So that's pretty much it, guys. Yeah. All these issues, again, are just a lot bigger. But I hope we can talk about them more. Because I actually do care, and I really do want things to change. Like, I don't know, man. I just don't know. Maybe I'm just too hopeful. Like, so Macy, since this is going to be
right, you're gonna hear
kind
my
of a
voice a
you
lot today.
thing, this is your group. Yes, I could take a break. What are we talking about?
So we're talking about Stray Kids, which is, I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I wasn't sure how you would feel about it or how other people would feel about it. Like, I don't know if you were into them enough, but I would say that I'm just as excited to talk about them as I was with GOT7. So I knew about them from debut, but I didn't really get super, super into them until about, I think, like 2.5 years ago. I think Double Knot was probably my first like music video that I was like, this is cool. So, and I started to get into them, and then I really became a stan after I watched Kingdom, Legendary War. So like I was into them. I had albums from them before that, but then I just was like, now I like follow them. I think the most out of any K-pop group I'm listening to currently. Which,
like fourth gen, I would say.
Yeah, like on a not a daily basis, but like a weekly basis. Like I'm like checking in on what they're doing, and I listen to their music like pretty much every day. So I would say that they're definitely at the forefront of what I'm currently listening to and like my current musical taste. So that's fun. Do you want to maybe talk about what are your initial thoughts on them before I get into our facts?
Yeah, I mean, I like Stray Kids. I think like with you, well, no, I didn't know about them since debut. Probably around, I don't know what era that one song Get Cool is, but that's the song that like introduced me to Stray Kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember if you introduced that song to me or if I found it on my own, but I don't have a problem with them. I think like as we get further into this game, if we continue to play with it, after I think a couple more groups, we're going to start playing with groups that we don't really listen to, whether it's like groups I don't really listen to that much or you don't really listen to that much, but I do, or both of us. So, and I have a lot of Stray Kids songs like on my phone. I'm just getting to a point where like my brain capacity could only take so much. So I'll follow certain groups, like if I like their music. And then if I like their music enough, I'll follow like at least to know which members are which, depending on the size. Because again, like big groups, it takes me a very long time.
Now, do you know their names or not really?
I only know 3 of them. Main one being Felix, Bang Chan, and a Chang Bin.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. And I know there's 7 of them.
Don't like either don't listen to them at all or only listen to them casually. They pretty much know Felix.
Yes, that's also because like people that I do follow like online who are fans of Stray Kids, I usually hear like about their biases. So if I'm following someone and they mostly talk their bias, that's the only reason why I know. So a lot of people I follow that listen to Stray Kids, those 3 are one of their bias like list.
Right. Right. Well,
yeah, I mean, I like their music. So again,
I think they're cool.
I don't know if I'll ever get on a stan level. Probably not. But
yeah, did you ever finish watching Kingdom? No, I
but like that's just me as a person. I know you keep telling me that, but I just don't watch like competition shows. I don't care where they're from.
I don't
America.
really do it either, but this one was really good. So
I just don't know if I could watch it on my own. Like if I was with you, I'd be able to. But I don't.
A watch party because I would absolutely watch it again.
Well, that
in
also,
fact, I think I've watched it twice fully through.
Oh God, Macy,
it's good.
I'm not saying it's not. I mean, my group ATs are on there, so
you get to see them like interact with other groups, and it's really cool and show off their talents and how they make things. Like it's behind the scenes stuff. It's not like drama or anything, you know.
All right. Well, if we ever get like time off together at the same time, I'll watch with you. But other than that, like I probably won't watch it on my own. I'm just gonna be honest.
All right, whatever. Well, if you're listening, go watch that show.
We've talked about it before, and I think Stray Kids actually won that too.
They did,
so,
yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, I guess I'll start with my facts. Like usual, I'm going to talk about some just general group facts, and then I have a little snippet on each of the members that I will introduce you to. So starting with the general group facts, Stray Kids is an 8-member group under JYP Entertainment. They were created through a survival show.
Oh, wait, did I say there were 7 of them?
You may have.
There's 8 of them. There's 8 of them, but because there used to be 9 of them. I don't know if you talked about...
I'm not going to go in depth with that. I'll tell you like kind of why, but I don't... There's a lot of rumors, and I'm not going to speculate.
Okay, just making sure. That's why I said 7, though, because I knew a member left, but I actually forgot the actual number.
They were 8.
Gotcha.
So they were created through a survival show under the same name, Stray Kids. And Bangchan, their leader, was actually responsible for picking all of the members and like what they would be responsible for. They debuted on March 25th, 2018, with their I Am Not EP. They technically have another mixtape that they created before that, but it was released before they debuted, but that's their official debut album, and I'm forgetting what that's called. I think it's something mixtape. As of February 10th, 2022, they also signed under Republic Records. So I had another fact that they won Kingdom Legendary War in 2021, so that happened last year. And their next release, it's actually coming up really soon. They're releasing their 7th EP, Maxident, on October 7th of this year.
I have no idea if this episode is going to come out before that, so maybe by the time you're listening to this, it's already out.
Yeah, I just figured I would put it in here because it's not going to be included in this, but I didn't want to wait any longer to talk about them. So their fandom name is Stay. So like you stay, they'll stay with you, you stay with us, kind of thing. And then the most unique thing I think about this group is that they are a self-producing idol group. So they write and produce all of their own music. They do have some outside producers help them with certain things, but there's not a Stray Kids song that doesn't have their hand in either writing or producing it. The main three that do this, they call themselves Three Racha, which is a play on sriracha sauce, I guess meaning like they're spicy, hot kind of thing.
I always wondered what that meant.
So it's Bangchan, Chanbin, and Han that are part of this, and Three Racha was their like SoundCloud name before they debuted, where they posted all their original music. They were pretty involved in like the underground rap scene, like RM was, and posting their own stuff before they became an idol group. So that's where that comes from. And now the Stray Kids themselves is broken down into 3 units, which is Three Racha, Dance Racha, and Vocal Racha. So as I'm talking about the members, I will tell you what unit they are in.
Okay. Is this a fixed unit thing? Like they're always in these units, or is it like an NCT thing where they can switch on and so NCT is this whole other thing, but you know what I mean? Switching in and out.
Yeah, no, they don't do like specific songs like labeled these units. It's just kind of like what their specialty is. And like I said, sometimes the other members will help with like lyrics and production and music video production and whatnot. They have complete creative control over their sound and their image. So they're all kind of involved, but Three Racha is like the main creative source behind the group. So it's just kind of to let you know what their specialty is. However, if you look up any Stray Kids content, all of them can dance, rap, sing. Like they're all rounders, especially Han. He's very versatile. So my mouth already hurts.
Now you see how I feel. At least you're doing better not stumbling like I was. Like I was editing and listening back to the Eric Nam one. Again, we haven't recorded in a while, especially at that time, but I was like, oh my God, take a shot every time I said the word as a filler. It's like, dear Lord, right, Simone, can you talk? Can you read?
Mm-hmm. I do that a lot, but I've had a lot of time to like think about what I wanted to say about this.
Oh, at least you're good. You prepare. I'm spontaneous.
So now I'm going to talk about the members. And I also have I have basic facts like their position, their birthdays, where they were born. I also have their representative animal. So they don't have like colors per se, but each of them has a representative animal.
That is a new thing that's going on. I'm noticing like BTS also has that, and they're doing it more like when their birthdays happen. Like, Jungkook's is the bunny, and the company gave him a bunny cake. They gave RM a little golden retriever cake, which I thought was really cute. Of course, Yoongi is attached to a cat. J-Hope's changes.
Those were created more by the fans, where this, I think it was more created by them along with the fans, because they have little plushes like BT21 of these animals and their characters. So it's like it's like recognized. It's not just like, oh, Yoongi reminds us of a cat because of his like behavior. Like it's actually attached to them, which I don't know how much they use that, but like I said, they have the little plushes that are their animal representatives. So I will be mentioning those. And then another unique thing that I have, I believe, for each of them is that they did a live a while ago talking about what they would do if they weren't a Stray Kids member. So I have that for each person, which I thought was kind of different because a lot of times it's like, oh, I just want to be an idol. Like, I'm just this. So, anywho.
You didn't add about that apparently horrible Billboards article that happened recently, did you? I didn't read it, but that's been getting a lot of criticism. But again, that's just a lot of, American media when they talk about K-pop groups.
Saying?
I don't really remember. Like I said, I didn't read. I just remember talking about it. And of course, they brought up with Stray Kids like they do with other groups, like trying to say they're going to be the next BTS. And I really hate when companies do that because let the own group shine like in their own light. They have their own fans. They make their own type of music.
Yeah, I feel like
I hate comparisons.
Yeah, I don't like comparisons either. And I think that one reason I like Stray Kids so much is that they are kind of different in the fact that they do have creative control. So I feel like it's more genuine. And it's also like, I think we can all agree how we feel about JYP. He doesn't have a lot of say in their stuff, which I think is doing them a service. And even themselves have made cracks at him publicly. So like they get it, they're kind of more wise to like the corporate sphere, at least from what I can tell. So you don't know what's going behind closed doors or whatnot, or what contractually wise, things that they've got going on. We'll never know, but they are pretty transparent about it, So
as transparent as they can be for idols, especially Korean idols. So
yeah, I don't know what it said, but they had a little sign in one of the performances on Kingdom War that like basically was making fun of JYP like on a TV show. So like they're not afraid.
I don't know what JYP artist does not make fun of JYP, to be honest, besides the new groups outside of Stray Kids.
They're pretty public about it, and they show their reactions on their face when he like does something stupid. So
makes me think of Jackson and that
exactly.
Mama award. Yes, when he was
my favorite clip
Masa.
of him of all time. Gosh. Okay. Well, anyway, I will start with the members. We're starting off with the leader, Bongchan. His I put their real names. He has his Korean name is Bongchan, and his like English name is Christopher Bang.
Yes.
He is the leader, producer, vocalist, dancer, rapper, and his representative animal is a wolf. He was born October 3rd, 1997. And his
97 gang.
Right. Yeah, he's the oldest and only one in 97. So this group is a little bit younger, which I don't know how I feel about because I prefer.
I mean, I feel like after them and like groups like them, ATs and after, like they start just getting, younger and younger.
So
kind of goes to my whole thing in the beginning of protect these minors, but we're not going to get into that. Anyway, continue.
Mm-hmm. So his unit is obviously 3RACHA. He's pretty much the leader of that as well. He kind of started that. And like I said, he was responsible for picking all of the Stray Kids members. I believe, Felix and Hyungjin were actually eliminated from this survival show, but he brought them back to be on the group. And then he was technically born in Korea, but he moved to Sydney, Australia at a very young age. So if you see him speak English, he does have an Australian accent. And he joined JYP Entertainment in 2010. So he was a trainee for 10 years before he was responsible for choosing his group members.
Wow. How old was he then when he joined? 2010? We were at least still in middle school, right?
Yeah. We graduated high school in 2015.
Yes.
So it would have been 8th grade.
Wow. That's young.
Yeah. And the last thing I kind of had about him was that he's considered an all-rounder. Most of them are, but him especially. He's an all-rounder leader, and he's pretty good at most things, writing, producing, and he's really good at sports. Not that really matters, but it's just one of the things that he's known for. Kind of like Jungkook. He's like gold and Maknae. He's like good at everything. So he's similar to that. And he's really popular with the fans because he does a lot of one-on-one lives, and he's very open about like mental health issues, and he allows them to ask questions, and he just gives general advice and encouragement. So he does that a lot in between all of his musical writing and producing and everything that he does. So he's cool. I like him a lot. The next member I have is Lino, and his Korean name is Lee Minho. And he's technically the main dancer, but they don't really have like set like main positions. It just says he's the dancer, but he's responsible. Him and Felix are responsible for a lot of the choreography. So I consider him like a main dancer because he like creates a lot of the choreography. He's a vocalist and a rapper. His birthday is October 25th, 1998, and his representative animal is a rabbit. His unit is Dance Racha. Well, I didn't have the what he would be for Bangchang. I skipped that part of it. I think he would just be a producer if he wasn't in Stray Kids. I don't remember his exact answer now because I guess I didn't write his down.
Okay.
Sorry. So back to Lino. He was a backup dancer for BTS. A lot of people knew him for that before he was in Stray Kids. He was born in Gimpo, South Korea. I apologize in advance for all the places I butcher because I did write where all of them were born. So he says if he wasn't in Stray Kids, he would be a dancer. And then I have he's kind of known for having RBF, but he's really sweet and takes care of his other members.
That's how usually people with RBF is, so yeah. It's fine. I know from experience.
And then, of course, he helps with the choreography, and his favorite genre of dance is hip-hop. Our next member is Changbin, and his Korean name is So Changbin. He is a rapper, vocalist, and producer. He was born August 11, 1999, and his representative animal is a pabbit, so pig plus rabbit.
Is a what?
A pig plus rabbit.
Is that a real thing?
No.
Okay.
I don't know why he couldn't just be a pig, because Lino's the rabbit.
Why couldn't he be a wombat?
Listen, I have another beef with another member's animal, and I'll get to that.
Okay, because like you said rabbit, I'm like, a wombat exists.
Yeah.
The Australian member should have helped him with that.
Listen.
Okay.
We'll get there. He, of course, is in the Unit 3 Racha and is responsible for a lot of their rap lyrics and production. He was born in Yongjin, South Carolina, South Korea. Jeez.
He got a country accent when he talks in English.
Right. So I don't think he knows much English all the time, except for the words "I'm hungry," which he says all the time.
Okay.
Which I think is where like the pig comes from, because he also has many nicknames given to him by the members, including Mogi, which I guess means mosquito, Jingy, which means whiny, To Jingji, which means like chin. So they're like always telling him that he like is a little bit chubby. He's not. He's very he works.
We're not going to get into the way they see weight there either. So we're gonna.
Well, he's like, I'm
not going to get into it.
They are all like the members themselves are really body positive, but
that's good
because Bangchang and Changbin like are buff, so they're always like lifting their shirts up and stuff and like wanting to feel their muscles, but he's just a bigger guy.
I can't remember. Are any of the Stray Kids members like Bangchan part of the Big Titty Committee or no? Could have sworn I heard
Bangchan is like and Changbin are unofficial members, but I don't know if they're like been recognized by the other members. You know what I mean?
Recognized by the president BM himself. Yes. Okay, yes. Just wondering.
And then Beanie is his other name. That doesn't mean anything. That's just the play on his name.
That's cute.
His specialties are writing lyrics and rap. If he wasn't in Stray Kids, he would be a producer, writer, or maybe a tattoo art master. So he likes tattoos. I don't think he has any. If he does, we haven't seen him. And then because he's one of my I want to put him in my top 3 of K-pop rappers of all time because of his cadence and his just overall tone. I like the way he raps so much. He's like turned into like one of my favorite rappers. I can't put him above Yoongi, but he's pretty good.
He's pretty good, and I don't know if it's in your notes. He was on that one very popular rap show. I don't remember.
It's not Show Me the Money, is it?
Yes, it is. Okay. Show Me the Money.
Because Bobby was on that as well. Not the same season, I don't think, but he wants to be, like I said, a tattoo master. He's really good at rap, but he also can't sleep without his Munchlax plush that he calls Goo. So I just like
I can't judge. I got so many plushies on my bed, so
same. He's just really funny. He's really sarcastic. He's really funny. I highly encourage watching clips of him because he makes me laugh a lot. He was very funny in the Kingdom show. Anyway, that's him. And our next member is Hyungjin. His Korean name is Hwang Hyungjin. He is a dancer, rapper, vocalist in the visual. His unit is Dance Racha. And his representative animal is a ferret, which Hyungjin repeatedly breaks the internet with how good looking he is. But we give him a ferret.
Are you calling ferrets ugly?
No, but it's like a hairy like hamster noodle. They're cute, but it's just like if you stretched out a hamster.
Oh my god. I heard ferrets are also really hard to like keep clean as well, aren't they?
And he's like OCD about cleaning. That's like one of his facts. I'm like, his animal doesn't make sense.
That's like a opposite.
Yeah.
Why a ferret? Who gave him a ferret?
I don't know. Gosh. So he was born in Seoul, South Korea. He was cast on the street and joined JYP in 2015. He didn't have too much interest in being a idol, and if he wasn't in Stray Kids, he was going to be an interior designer, which is kind of different. And he didn't know anything. He didn't sing. He didn't dance before going into this, and I believe in 2019, he really wanted to improve his dancing, so he went to like a performing arts school. I didn't write down which one it was because I wasn't sure I was going to talk about this, but he graduated with like a dance certificate or whatever. So since 2019, he's really started to pick it up, and now he's considered one of Stray Kids' best dancers. And
let's give him a round of applause for that. We appreciate people to go and improve their talents and to get a further education.
Mm-hmm. So he's been working really hard, and he was chosen as Studio Choom's Artist of the Month, which if you haven't seen that video, I highly
remember that because I think I watched that.
Yeah, it's Post Malone's what's that song called?
Girl, I don't know a lot of Post Malone songs, so I can't help you.
Oh, it's gonna bug me. I want to look it up so I write about it. I have it on my playlist. I found it.
Okay, what song is it?
It's Post Malone's Motley Crue. And they've remixed it. I like the remix kind of more than I like the actual song, but I like the actual song as well. But he does a really cool, it's just dance. He doesn't cover the song. He's just dancing to it, but the choreography is really different and really interesting. So I highly recommend that one. And that's pretty much it for him. Just he's a really good dancer. He breaks the internet all the time with his visuals, but really funny in the group itself. And then we're going to move on to Han. His Korean name is Hong Ji-sung. He is rapper, vocalist, producer. His birthday is September 14th, 2000.
Oh, and happy late birthday.
Right? And his representative animal is a quokka, which is a Australian marsupial, and he is not one of the Australian members.
I don't know what that is. I don't
It's
remember
a
seeing
little
that.
bear-like wallaby. They're really cute, and I can.
I'm
I
trying
had
to
to look
remember
it
if I
up.
saw that at a zoo when I was in Australia like a long time
Right.
ago.
When I first read that, I'm like, is that a bird? And I had to look it up, one, to know how to say it, and two, to figure out what it was. And it's a
How
tiny
do you
little
spell
bear
it?
like Quokka.
Oh, this animal.
It's
Okay,
very
yes,
cute.
yes.
And
It
I
is
agree
cute.
with the fact that if you look up a picture of him eating, he stuffs his cheeks full and he looks like one of these animals. However, I'm a little salty that they have 2 Australian members in this one group and they didn't give an Australian animal to either
To
of them.
either. Wow.
And Bangchan, who is very athletic, the members call him by a nickname of kangaroo. So, like,
I was just going to bring up a kangaroo.
why the
I'm like,
heck
why?
isn't his animal a kangaroo? I'm mad. I don't need to be mad. But
I
it's
can
also,
tell every time you bring up these animals, the last 2, you've been a little salty about them.
And then he was given the nickname Squirrel by his other members. So why the heck isn't he a squirrel? Because he's constantly shoving food in his cheeks and he like puffs out like a little squirrel hiding nuts for winter. So like,
What kind of family is a quokka a part of?
it's a marsupial.
Oh, so it's part of like the wallaby family.
Yes, it is a form of wallaby.
And the size of a domestic cat.
Yeah, I watched a very cute video of a baby quokka in its mother's little pouch. It was super cute. I just don't understand. I do on some level because he does look like one, but just missed opportunity.
I get it, yes.
He is the 3rd and final member of the Unit 3 Racha. He was born in Incheon, South Korea. I think I'm saying that right. He used to live and study in Malaysia, so he knows a little bit, a couple different languages, including English. He speaks English quite well. If he wasn't in Stray Kids, he would be a producer. And he is the one that I consider the most all-rounder as far as dance, vocalization, rap, and just stage presence. There's the word. Overall. And he's also really good at drawing. So that's fun.
Now you mentioned one of them. Was it Changbin who wants to be a tattoo artist?
Yes.
Good at drawing?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Offhand, I don't know. But I'd have to look into it more. I didn't know he wanted to be that when I was looking up these facts. So
Just wondering. I feel like that's kind of one of the...
It's kind of required. But
yeah.
So he could be good. I just don't know offhand. I just know that Han is always like doodling and he's pretty good at drawing. So that is Han.
I don't know if you're struggling of where he was born. He was born in Incheon. Is that what you said?
I guess. Incheon.
Okay.
Incheon. I don't know which letters to emphasize on. You know what I mean? Because I don't know Korean and I don't read it very often.
And you don't study it. I'm a little behind too, but it's fine. I'm trying to get back into it. It's just hard.
I feel like I'm doing okay with their names, but the places I'm not always sure about. Okay, so we're gonna move on to Felix.
Felix with the deep ass voice that does not match his body. People like that always not freak me out, but like, you know how your eyes get big? That's how I feel sometimes. Like when I hear certain people talk, I'm like, oh, I was not expecting that voice to come out of you.
It doesn't match up. And he's also got like 3 different modes of talking. He's got his like super deep rap voice. He's got like a middle ground that's pretty deep still, just like normal talking. And then he's got this like super, super high pitched, like can go into like the, you know, when they do the aegyo, he can go like way high, and just like the vocal range there is just kind of crazy.
We love a person with a range.
Yeah, like his normal talking voice is rather deep, but he can go even deeper for those like rap.
Oh yeah, we know. If you've ever heard a Stray Kids song, you know which one is Felix.
So his name is Felix Lee. However, his Korean name is Lee Youngbok, which you will hear the other members call him that. And his positions are dancer, rapper, vocalist, and he is in the unit Dance Racha. He is considered one of their main dancers and will help with choreography. He was born September 15th, 2000. And
Again, happy late birthday. I'm just saying all this because we've passed
they have
September.
A lot of members that were born in September.
I was going to say, a lot of September babies, a lot of Virgos.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of energy there.
A lot of Earth energy, which I don't know.
I don't mind Virgos.
They're chill. They're chill.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like out of all the Earth signs, they're the ones that kind of like, they'll tell you how it is, sometimes unapologetically. You know, they're very straightforward is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Or sometimes could come off as for some people, but like I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. And I should know this because I live with a Virgo man. So
right.
My father, happy late birthday, Dad, because your birthday was also on September 17th.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of September babies.
Mm-hmm. So his representative animal is a chick, like a little baby chicken, which makes sense because he's also like his overall fan name is like Sunshine. So little chicks are yellow and they're cute. And
I'm sorry. It's just, can you imagine like a baby chicken having the deep voice that he has?
But that makes sense because he looks like a baby chicken, but he has a deep ass voice, so it doesn't make any sense. Although he could have been a kiwi. Just saying.
I've never heard a kiwi make noise, but I don't think so.
It's just a little fluffy bird that's from Australia.
Especially exactly that right there is a missed opportunity. He could have been a kiwi, and kiwis are cute. I think they're cute. So,
anyway, it's not important. It's just they missed some opportunities. His parents are Korean, but he was born in Seven Hills, which is a suburb of Sydney, Australia. So he is also, English is his first language, and he does have an Australian accent. So him and Bong Chong are always like yelling at each other in really heavy Aussie accents. If he wasn't in Stray Kids, he said he would want to be a songwriter. He is known for his deep voice and having freckles, which I guess breaks some kind of weird Korean standard of beauty, but everyone seems to have embraced him. Is it because they don't have
freckles?
They don't really have freckles. It's kind of unusual. So, but yeah, they're weird about like any face blemishes or whatever. So it's not a blemish. It's just a...
I know. We're not going to talk about the beauty standards because that can be a whole nother episode, which I don't know if I feel like we should do.
No, I thought I would point it out because it's like kind of something that he's known for, and it's kind of unusual.
I feel like there's more people that have freckles and they just maybe hide it with makeup or like there's some way, like products they use to get rid of it.
Probably.
I'm sure he's not the only one. Maybe he's just the only one that embraces it.
Mm-hmm. Which is cool because they're super cute. I love freckles. I wish I had more of them sometimes, but I will with age. My grandmother's covered, so it's bound to happen. So I
can't have freckles. I'm black, so... I mean, I've never seen a black person with freckles.
I don't think so. I don't think I have either.
Unless they're very light skinned.
Mm-hmm.
Or mixed. Let's move on from the freckles. I might actually cut that part out, but still. We'll all see.
Okay. So he also knows Taekwondo, and he won many medals when he was younger. Like I said, he's referred to as the sunshine of the group. And he's always making baked goods for his members, which is adorable. He'll like walk around with a Tupperware and hand out like cookies and brownies and stuff.
I need someone like that in my life.
Right? Just randomly make me baked goods. Like, what the heck? So last page of the members, I've got 2 more to go, is Seungmin. Kim Seungmin is his Korean name. He is a vocalist. His birthday is September 22nd.
Oh my God.
2000.
Oh, it's today as we're recording. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! They posted a just a video, like a minute-long video of him sleeping on their TikTok today as like happy birthday Sungmin. Like, leave him alone. His representative animal is a dog, which I kind of get that. He gives like similar like golden retriever energy, but I think I would have picked a specific dog instead of just dog.
I was going to say, like, what type of dog?
Yeah.
There's different breeds of dogs.
Yes, no, just
you can't
dog.
just generalize dog.
Just dog.
Okay.
I like the rules, Simone.
It's frustrating. I need specifics.
Right. So he was born in Seoul, South Korea, and he was given the nickname of Snail by his members. So why his animal isn't Snail, I don't know.
They're just gonna have to rebrand this whole animal thing at this point.
He said if he wasn't in Stray Kids, he would be a photographer or a prosecutor, which are kind of cool. He went to high school with John, John being his senior, of course. And then I put, because I'm obsessed with it, he's got a beautiful, unique vocal, and I need you to go watch the specific Kingdom performance that he does with ATEEZ's Jungho and B2P's Eunwook, Love Poem by IU. They cover that song, and it's beautiful. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it.
I think I've seen that.
That's all I have for him, really. And then we have the Maknae of the group, IN, and his Korean name is Young Jong-in. And he's a vocalist as well. Finally, something different. His birthday is February 8th, 2001.
Not 21.
Yeah.
He would have just been born last year.
And his
I know they're young, but don't start them that young.
And his representative animal is a Phoenix fox, which are very cute animals. So I have no problem with that.
Okay.
He is part of the vocal Racha unit. I don't know if I said that for Sungmin. He is also vocal Racha. I don't think I said that.
I think you did. There was one member you did skip, but I don't remember which member, so it's fine. Oops. We're just going to move on.
And he was born in Busan, South Korea. If he wasn't in Stray Kids, he said he would be a singer or an elementary teacher because he likes kids.
Cute.
And his hobbies include playing the piano and singing to trot music. And he has definitely gone through, I would say, the biggest metamorphosis of the members because he was really young when they started. He had braces when they started. So he looked like a little kid, similar to Bam Bam. He looked very much like a little kid when they started, and now he's a full-grown adult, and it scares me.
You said it scares you?
Yes.
What you Why?
He went from like little brother to like man, and I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable.
I mean, we're all 25. So that would make sense, first of all. But his transformation is interesting because it's just interesting. If y'all don't know who Bam Bam is, just look up Bam Bam Got 7. You can see from like debut to now.
He's like a middle schooler to like a full-grown adult.
Got tall.
People grow up, but it just messes with me.
Is it because we mentally don't see ourselves as growing up?
I guess so.
Is that why?
It's like they should just stay the same forever. But
it doesn't work like
he's
that.
He's doing a very good job. He's matured both physically and vocally, so which is great. We love to see improvement. And then, just as like a little, I'm just going to address it real quick. They do have a former member, their 9th member. His name was Woo Jin, and he left on October 27th, 2019 for personal reasons, is what their company stated. I mention him because you will hear him and see him in some of the music that we're going to be talking about. So I didn't want to pretend like he didn't exist, which...
Yeah, and I hate when they do that. Like, I think I said this with Monsta X. I hate that they pretended, like, Wano basically was never in the group.
Yeah, so I feel like with Stray Kids and Woojin, that was even worse. Now, there are some rumors that he was kicked out due to a bullying scandal within and outside of the group.
Oh,
but
I
I
thought it
have
was a
no.
dating scandal.
No, it's bullying. So but I have no concrete facts on that. So I'm not going to go into it because I don't know if that's true or not. The company stated he left for personal reasons, but there is some quote unquote evidence that hasn't really been proving that he was bullying his fellow members and people outside of his group. So,
I also think I heard he's going to try to make a comeback as a soloist.
I guess so. A lot of the fandom really dislikes him. When it all happened, you'll find videos of like people like ripping and burning his photo cards and whatnot, which is just immature. But I know that it was really hard on the members themselves because they basically had to pretend like he never existed. He was cut out of, I don't remember which album it was, but they were in the production phase of an album, so he was cut out of the music video. And if you go back and watch, I think you can actually like see that there's some random cuts that don't really make sense that he would have been in.
How early? Like, was it like
It was
Get Cool
2019
area or maybe Mirror era? You think?
I think it may have been Mirror because I'm almost positive his voice is still on that album, but he's not in the album art and he's not in the music video.
Gotcha.
So, they weren't allowed to talk about it. They just had to pretend that he didn't exist. So, but people have gone back and they've looked at, you know how the internet's loose. They go back and they look at videos and they're like, oh, like this member is scared of him in this clip. Like, that's not evidence to me that you don't know what's going on in that situation. So, like, I don't want to speculate because I don't know. I wasn't there. All I know is that he left. He was basically removed from anything Stray Kids related. They don't talk about him, and he left for quote unquote personal reasons, but they don't go into it any further. So that's all I have on him.
I get it.
But yeah, that's my overview of the 8 members. I hope you enjoyed that and learned something.
Well, good job, Macy.
Thank you. I tried hard on this. I wanted to be as thorough, but like still interesting. Because a lot of the facts on the profiles and whatnot, it's kind of just random and whatnot. So I tried to pick out things that I thought would be interesting.
All right, so are we going to go ahead and get into the game? Because we have quite a few.
Again, before we start this, I need our point system because I'm a loser and I don't have it written down.
Okay, so we are going to do how many albums?
6.
6 albums of Stray Kids. And we're, like always, if we do album by album, I feel like I like to try to do like chronologically, like from beginning to like where they are now. I feel like it makes it easier. You can see like the changes of the group's like music and all that. So so that means we're going to do top 5.
We've always done that pretty much.
Yeah. And that's just my thing of like, I don't know why I'm like that. So anyway, we're doing top 5. So with that, if the song is on the list, it's 10 points. In the right order is 20 points. And then the only thing that's different is number 1 instead of 50 points, like the top 10, it is 30 points since we do more albums. And then you get automatically 100 points if you get them in the right order from 5 to 1, which again, guys, ain't gonna happen. We were close with, I think, only BTS.
Yeah, that was I almost got it with your RM mixtape.
Yes, with Mono, and I almost got yours with
got 7,
the most beautiful moment in life.
And you got close on a Got 7 one as well, but I think that was the one that was reversed.
That was reversed, so like that didn't. If I had reversed, count. You know what? I'm so mad at myself for that. Literally, I could have took it and turned it 180 degrees, and it would have been all right. Tragic.
Oh gosh. Well, any thoughts before we go into this? How do you feel?
Not confident, as always.
This
is a new phenomenon with you because, like I said, for you, I usually tend to try to go slower, but I know sometimes it's not always the case. And Stray Kids is kind of like an 80s where like their music is a lot more electronic and loud and like in your face. So I didn't know where to choose you from or go more electronic or hip hop or poppy or the more slow down ones. And also for me, since I don't listen to them like that, the early ones, at least the first one, I'm not gonna lie, was a struggle, guys. It was a struggle for picking Macy. It was a struggle picking myself.
I really only listened to one song off that album. So
Okay.
we'll see if you can figure out the one.
I probably did it, but it's fine.
Okay.
Other than that, a couple of them actually. So this one's a little different because there are certain songs like title tracks I feel like I listen to more, but when I was going through album, even if I listened to the title track more, I didn't put it as my number one. I think I did that for two of
I
them.
only have one that if I don't get your number one, I'm going to be mad.
Okay.
There's one
we will
album.
see.
There's one album that if it's
Is it
not your
early or
number
later? The early or later?
Later.
I think I know which album you're talking about, and I don't think I think I changed it last minute.
Simone. I swear, if you change this one, I'm gonna be so mad.
Anyway.
Now I'm already mad because I'm pretty sure the one that I was sure about isn't gonna be right.
Be bad. It's fine.
Anyway, we'll find out because we could be not on the same page. I feel like we're usually on the same page with this kind of stuff, but maybe we're not this time and we're thinking of different albums.
Girl, I don't know anymore at this point. Again, we're just gonna rename this "Watch Simone Lose" or "Listen" since you can't see me.
This one, so we'll see.
All right. Well, you have 1 point, and Eric Nom was a tie, so I don't know where this can go. But anyway, that's really where mine is. I feel like I pretty much stuck as far as my taste to what I would usually like, which since they are a little bit more hip hop, I guess the hip hop ones.
Yeah.
So
I went very much hip hop with you on this one because I wasn't sure that you would like their slower stuff.
But yeah, what about you though?
I don't know. I feel like my answers seem obvious to me, but that doesn't mean that they'll be obvious to you.
And we don't talk about Stray Kids.
I know.
That's the thing. As we keep going, we don't talk about these groups like that.
I feel like I've talked about some of them, though.
I don't, except for one that I did put down, and I actually am going to be mad if this is not your number one, because I don't know if this is going to be a case where, like, oh, I've listened to it too much. It's not my number one anymore, but I feel like it still might be, or at least be on your list. And I think it's off the same album that you were saying for me. So we'll see.
Okay.
We will see. Okay. Right. So since this is Macy's group, I'm going to go first as far as guessing Macy's. And then I'm going to go first as revealing mine. So Macy, do you want to introduce the title of the albums we're doing as well as the title tracks before we really get into it?
Yeah, I'll do that. All right, so the first album we're going to go over is their first album, I Am Not, with the title track District 9.
Again, this one was a struggle for you and for me. And even with the whole thing of picking songs, a lot of these were off of off of first listen. So they could change, guys. Music is fluid like that. Your favorite song today could be not your favorite song tomorrow and vice versa. It's always constantly changing. We've talked about this before. Anyway. All right, Macy. So what I guessed for you is number 5, I put down Rock. 4, Mirror. 3, Third Eye. 2, Awakened. And 1, District 9, because I had no idea.
Okay. So for you, I put number 5 as Rock. Number 4, Third Eye. Number 3, Mirror. Number 2, Not. And number 1, District 9. What?
Nothing. You might actually be shocked by my list.
Okay.
Okay, so for my number 5, I had Mirror. Or I had rock.
I'm upset 확실한 답은 어디에 있을까 답답해 또다시 나는 turning back so 차라리 이렇게 물음표가 득한 세상에 살기보다 자기 자신을 확실히 가는 놀이 더 나은 듯해 꼭 숨어라 에이 머리카락 골라 나도 같아 또 나를 찾아가 yeah 고민 또 소리 소문 없이 꼬리만 쫓아가다 보면 허탕치고 다시 나 자신의
3, I had District 9.
Stray kids everywhere all around the world 떠들지들 말고 여기로 찾아오렴 Stray kids
That one, I don't know why. It was a little hard. I guess that's where I could tell my music is changing. Like my music taste. 2, I actually had Third Eye.
올라서게 나와 survive 그 눈에 잡는 걸까 잡는 척하는 걸까
깨울 수 있을까 아님 깨울 수 있는데 깨우기 무서운 걸까 입장 바꿔 세상의 위협 속에 두려워서 눈을 감은 걸까 빛이 너무 환해서 들 수조차 없는 걸까 내가 모르는 나의 존재 있단 거 알아 근데 뭔지 몰라 난 찾고 싶어 자기 눈을 열 수 있게 숨어있는 my kiss 혼란스러운 머릿속
And 1, I had Awaken.
울리는 목소리 Wake up 낯선 이 순간 여긴 어딜까 난 누굴까 Awaken 눈물이 난다 그동안 난 누구였던 걸까
Okay, so I didn't put Awaken on your list. And you didn't have Not on your list?
And I did not. No.
Did not. Sorry.
Oh, the puns.
All right. I think you're closer with mine.
Okay.
So my number 5 is Grow Up.
Oh, I did not have that on your list at all.
Yeah. My number 4 is Mirror.
모르는 게 많아 꿈을 뚫 때치고 내 속맘조차 몰라서 눈물만 떠맺히고 물음표가 덧세서 끝나는 매일 반복되는 상황 내게 아닌 것 같다 너만 따는 속마음은 방황 하지만 내 자신에게 해답은 답을 숨기고 나 또 찾기만 해 손댈 수 없이 커진 난 누군 답이 없네 혼란 속에 갇혀
Okay, I got that right.
Number 3 is Not.
They say people are born different. Why does it feel like we're the same? Us, brainwashed into the same system. They expect perfection. So how can we be different? It wasn't until I saw my reflection that's when I woke up and realized that the truth had been hidden away from us. A sign, an omen, a glitch.
Number 2 is Third Eye.
있을 것 같아 색색이 겹쳐진 세상 말고 그 안에 본질을 말야 내가 대체 뭘까 어떤 모습 하고 있나 그 속에서 펼쳐진 마음속의 배경과는 어떤 색깔일까 눈을 감아 보이는 third eye 원하는 걸 보여줘 third eye Open your eyes I just
And number 1 is District 9.
남들이 우리를 볼 때 문제 아들의 무리 그런 시선들을 바꾼다는 건 쉽지 않은 문제 풀리지 않는 노예와 편견들의 풀이 죽을 수는 없지 우리가 누구인가를 증명하는 게 우리들의 임무지 그들은 말해 너네 나랑 다르니까 여길 떠났죠 내 근데 다르다는 말은 틀린 게 아니란 것만은 알아줘 시기 받을 시기 우리 미친 작은 빛이 그게 비치는 디스트릭 아홉으로 시작해 끝은 아마 모두의 아직 싹 다 뒤집어놔
Is that the only one you actually listened to from this album?
Yeah.
That you were saying? Okay. Okay. That gives me a little bit more confidence throughout this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Good start. Good start for me. You, I'm not sure.
I mean, I didn't do bad on that. It's just I didn't get anything in the right order.
Such a limited amount of songs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you ready for the next one?
Next album is the album Mirror, and the title track is Mirror. as well.
Stray Kids. Da, 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 da. Oh, I forget I'm going first. I don't normally go first, so that's why I was like, okay, I am not going to say this right. This one I did struggle with for you. So number 5, I put as Chronosaurus. Is that how you say it?
I guess so.
Okay. Number 4, I put Mirror. 3, I put Victory Song. 2, Maze of Memories, and 1, 19. I really didn't know. This one I kind of had a struggle. I was like, she could like any of these.
Mm-hmm.
This is when they start getting a little bit better, so.
Yeah, I do like this album quite a bit. So for you, I put number 5 as Boxer, number 4, 19, number 3, Mirror, number 2, Maze of Memories, and I put number 1 as Victory Song for you.
Okay, now this one I actually did go with one I actually listen to a lot. I could have sworn this is the only song I play around you for my number 1.
Is it Mirror? I didn't want to go with the title track. For some reason, I avoid that, and I don't know why.
Let me go through the list. So number 5, I actually had Victory Song.
Listen to this 승자가 모두 다 사는 당순간마 도와라 모두 다시 던져난 Yeah 승자가 all the time 미래가 도와라 승자가가 들려난 Hey
It's not my number 1. Number 4, I had Boxer.
좀 심했나? Boxer
3, Maze of Memories.
잠시 내 목마를 태운 나의 추억들을 밖으로 던진다 이거 마치 각본 없는 드라마 생각 못한 결만 나와 예전에 맘속을 덮었던 먼지가 이제는 내 꿈을 짓눌러놔 여백감한 밤들을 집어삼켜 이제는 내가 가져가는 태양의 붉은 빛 그 다음에는 차가운 새벽에 외로있던 달밤을 여기로 뒤덮어 신 검은 색칠 하듯 머릿속에 타올라
2, 19. I actually did quite enjoy that.
지금이 지나가면 멀어질까봐 지금의 나를 다시 못 볼까봐 I just wanna go back 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 다시 그대로 yeah 이제 말투는 더 거칠스럽게 좀 서투지만 당당한 척 걸었네 어린이 척하고 다니는 중학생처럼 아직 뮤직하고 모든 게 아니
And yes, one I had Mirror. That's really the only, because that was really, as far as Stray Kids, before I knew who they were, I would play constantly, and I still kind of do. That song gets me hyped. It's a good song.
Yeah, I think I played that one too much.
That's why I didn't put it as high for yours.
I got all your songs. They're just not in the right order.
Not in the right order. Gotcha.
So I'm proud of that on some level. So for me, my number 5 is Mirror.
Damn it, I was close. I knew it was either going to be 5 or 4.
My number 4 is 19.
Pay attention 나이가 몇인데도 됐어 곧 있으면 나는 청소년이란 명태를 떼고 이쯤하면 됐어 자연스러워 계속 불편해하지마 그래 모두 똑같이 다 그랬어 매번 되고 싶던 나이
My number 3 is Maze of Memories.
Hey, turn it with this pound now 잠시 동안 내게 잠든 시간을 줘 내 삶이 더 헤어
Number 2 is Boxer.
gotta go 더 높이 gotta go klaxon 빠라빠라빠라빵 승전가 라리다리랄라라 I'm gonna come and get you like
And my number 1 is Victory Song.
절대 멈출 리 없어 다 던져 I go loud 난 어차피 이기는 싸움에 덤벼 다 던져 yeah. 절대 후퇴는 없어 패기와 객기로 자신감 넘쳐 다 던져 hey.
I put us the same because I'm like, when in doubt, we might like the same things.
And I think I took out Boxer and put Chronosaurus instead. I kind of struggled. I'm like, I don't know if I should put Boxer or the dinosaur. I went with the dinosaur.
Yeah, I don't listen to that one as much.
Okay. I mean, same with me. I didn't have one song on there, but the ones I did, I just didn't get in the right order.
Mm-hmm. Ready. So the next album, I don't know how to say this. I think it's Leventer. So they have an album called Hellevator, and I think it's a play on that, just without the like hell part. So it's Leventer.
But Ader, Leventor.
I spent
Leventar,
so much time
trying, Leviosa, whatever.
I spent so much time trying to find somebody saying this on YouTube. I was looking at their promotional stuff. I was looking at them perform things. They don't say it out loud. I looked at reaction channels. Nobody knows how to say it. I found one Korean YouTuber that called it by its Korean name, which is Porom. So
okay,
take that with what you will. And the title track is the same thing. It's Leventer. I don't know.
Leventor?
It's an ER.
Is it an ER?
Yes.
Oh, I messed up on the title. Leventer.
Leventer.
You know what?
Elevator.
So for your number 5, because I'm not playing this game right now. I put Booster. Number 4, I put Astronaut. 3, Sunshine. 2, Leventer, whatever, however you pronounce it. And 1, I just went with the title track. No, you said that's not the title track. I thought Double Knot was the title track. Okay, well, I went with Double Knot.
They do have a music video for it.
Okay. So for your number 1, I put Double Knot.
Mm-hmm. All right. That was the one that I thought you should have known. So you're good.
Okay.
So for you, I put number 5 as Sunshine. Number 4, You Can Stay. Number 3, Astronaut. Number 2, Double Knot. And I put number 1 as Stop.
Okay, so for my number 5, I was surprised you actually did put this down because I did like the song. So my number 5 is Can You Stay?
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure this is a fan song because they capitalized stay, so I have a feeling it's a fan song, but I thought it was cute. So number 4, I have Booster. I have Leventer. Two, I have Sunshine.
도시 속에서도 yeah 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 하고 싶은 대로 내 맘대로 yeah 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 햇볕 좀 그늘 아래에 앉아 손을 감고 잠깐 나를 봐봐 시끄러운 도시 속에서도 yeah 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 하고 싶은 대로 내 맘대로 yeah 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 햇볕 좀 그늘 아래에 앉아 손을 감고 잠깐 나를 봐봐.
And one, I actually have astronaut. I can't talk. I can't read. Astronaut. Not nut. Sorry.
Sorry then.
I'm immature. I embrace it.
우주선을 밝힌 astronaut 저 깊이란 내두 손에 닿듯이 점점 다가오네 그 앞에 다가오면 그저 잡으면 돼 어디든 가면 되니까 어디든 가면 돼 어디든 가면 되네 우주선을 타면 돼 hey, hey. 별 찾으러 떠나 뭘 모르고 fly tonight 우주로 가자 like an astronaut 이상한 나라에 도착해도 찾아 나서지 않을 거야
What are your top 5, Macy?
I was way off with that one for you. So my number 5 is You Can Stay.
여기 쉬어도 돼 여기 쉬어도 돼 여기 쉬어도 돼 여기 쉬어도 돼 여기 써도 돼 여기 써도 돼 쌀쌀한 바람 대신 우리 쓰다듬는 바람 소리 여기 쉬어도 돼 여기 쉬어도 돼 급하게 달리던 내 발걸음에 맞추며 같이 달려주고 내게 괜찮다면 오히려 내 감싸준 잠시나마
Oh, we had the same number 5.
Huh?
We had the same number 5.
Yeah. My number
And
4.
I didn't put that on your list at all.
My number 4 is Sunshine.
탐탁치 않은 시선에게 죽을 때도 was a ground What's the problem 그냥 무시하고 갈 길이 나가 누가 뭐라든지 신경 안 써 무엇이 중요한지 wherever you go
My number 3 is Stop.
하늘 아래 또 다른 태양 뜨고 지는 밤도 그냥 난 구름 뒤에 바람에다 몸을 맡겨 어디로든지 날아가는 춤춰 I'll go wherever I wanna go
My number 2 is Booster.
Here we go 방지턱 없는 이곳 최고 속도 올리고 아무것도 필요 없어 불규칙한 노선의 지도 따윈 없어 어차피 핸들에 잡은 거나 가고 싶은 대로 가는 거기다 우리 배 타도 왜 트래시 100번 버려 굴려 제트기 아닌 제트기보다 빨리 기둥기둥 우리 배가 나지 모락모락 불타는 기세를 몰아 유모처럼 슈퍼카를 제쳐가 준비 다 됐어 누구도 날
And my number 1 is Double Knot.
That was the album you're talking about, so never mind. What did you say your 2 was again? Was it Booster, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I do know your Stray Kids taste better than I thought. Subconsciously?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay, this next album's the one I was talking about for you.
Oh, then it might... I don't know.
Okay, it's fine. Go ahead and introduce it.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the album you were talking about for me, though.
It was.
Okay.
Simone.
You're going to hate me, Macy. I'm just telling you.
What the heck?
It's on the list, but I did... going album through album, I found a song I like better, but the song I know you're talking about, I do listen to more. But if I'm going through album and like, I never played this one that I did put for my number one because I always couldn't remember the name. So now that I remember the name, I'm probably going to play it more. It's fine. Go ahead and introduce the number. Go ahead and introduce the album. We'll talk about it.
So the album is In Life, and the title track is Backdoor.
Which is a compilation of their other album. I don't remember the name of it, but that title track was like God's Menu
or something.
Okay.
On Go Live, I think.
Okay, so yes. So God's Menu is also on here as well. But for this specific one, it was Backdoor. Just let everyone know this is a compilation album because since all the songs on Go Live is on In Life, I texted Macy. I'm like, are you sure you don't want to do In Life instead of Go Live? Mm-hmm. So, and again, there's a specific reason for that. So let's see if I got it right. So for your number 5, I put Be Me. 4, I put Phobia. 3, We Go. 2, Backdoor, and 1, Any. Because that is the only song I know you talked about a lot. And you were obsessed with the music video. So that's why I was like, no, are you serious? Ugh.
I guess we'll both be disappointed.
I guess so. Damn it. Now I really don't know for that one.
Now, I will say Any is up there, but it's not my number 1.
Damn.
So I don't even know now. So for your number 5, I put.
This one also has more songs because it's compilation. Yeah. So
yeah. So at number 5, I put. I would assume it's Ta or Ta. I don't know how they say Ta in the song itself.
Okay.
Number 4, I put We Go. Number 3, I put The Tortoise and the Hare. Number 2, I put Easy, and number 1, I put God's Menu.
So if I didn't change my list, you would have been closer. But because I changed my list.
I do.
Sorry, Macy. Okay, so for number 5, I have The Tortoise and the Hare. Which is an interesting song, but like I like it. I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's interesting. 4, I put Phobia. Three, I put Backdoor.
Hey. 여기까지가 끝인가 보 머리 쓸 시간 많이 두고 고생해서 주인 잘못 만난 몸 호강시켜줄게 따라와라 backboard.
Surprised you didn't put Backdoor? Mine, I like Backdoor.
I don't know. I didn't know. I only know that you like God's Menu. That's the only song I'm sure about.
Okay, well, again, this is where you're going to be disappointed because I switched and put God's Menu for number 2. And my number one is actually Easy. If I didn't do that last minute change, you would have been right. But that's why I was like, I have to listen to order. Yeah, I have to listen to this real quick because I'm like, I think I like Easy more than God's Menu, and I'm probably going to listen to Easy more now than I do God's Menu. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, they're both still great. I still love God's Menu, but something about Easy.
All right, then.
And I did a last minute change for yours. I shouldn't have, you know what, just go ahead and tell me what yours are, because you're giving me faces, so this one might be one where I'm really off.
I mean, you're not that off, but... So, number 5 for me is Wow.
You know what? I had that on there and I took it off and I replaced it with Phobia. Damn, I should have kept it.
Number 4 for me is God's Menu.
I'm a 5-star Michelin. 네의 정점을 찍고 눈에 보여 illusion.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that to be on your list either.
Mm-hmm. Number 3 is The Tortoise and the Hare.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay. Also wasn't expecting that to be on your list.
My number 2 is Any. I can hear you
Don't
like
tell
angry
me
writing.
Back door.
No.
It's back. Okay.
No.
Oh,
my number 1 is also Easy.
Oh, that is a twist I was not expecting. Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow.
I sing that song like every day.
That's a good song.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time in a while where we had the same number 1.
Yeah.
And I had Wow also on my list, but I took it off and replaced it with Phobia.
I like Phobia, but it doesn't beat out some of the other ones on here. And God's Menu is just classic. Like it's so iconic.
I am surprised you did not have Backdoor.
Yeah, I think that one I like a lot, but when picking, I just feel like I've been listening to these other ones more, and I played that one a lot when it first came out. So,
gotcha.
Because I like all the songs on this album. So
because that's why I was like, I think Any because I remember before you moved, like that was one you kept talking about, and you showed me the video for it. So again, that's the thing. Like we haven't been around each other for a while, so I'm just stuck.
It's still number 2. It's just Easy is currently now like the one I'm listening to the most.
It's a good song. I'm definitely gonna start listening to that more. So I understand. I'm not that mad, but okay, that one was brutal. I wasn't so successful with that one.
Right. So the next album is one that I'm obsessed with. I like all of the songs on here. It's No Easy, and the title track is Thunderous.
Sorry, I'm dirty.
I do not listen to this one that much. I'm going to be honest.
Uh-oh.
Because I remember when this came out, but I never actually listened to it. I did watch the music video for Thunderous because there was a whole thing with like fans being like, oh, you stole the laugh from Hong Jung from ATs. And it's like, guys.
Other people can laugh.
Because, you know, Hong Jung and ATs, he's known for laughing
little, like,
before. Yeah. And yes. So they were like accusing, I don't know who does it in this song, but like, you know, as if, you know, I'm not going to get too much into it, but that's the whole thing. That's the only thing I remember for this. But other than that, I didn't listen to this album, but I did watch that music video. Okay. So for yours, I had no idea because like I said, picking this was my first time listening to this. So number 5, I put Domino. 4, I put The View. 3, Red Lights. 2, Thunderous. And 1, I chose Wolfgang for you. Okay. I felt like you would have liked that. I don't know if I should have went with the title track, but I just went with Wolfgang.
Well, neither of those are right. The title track or Wolfgang. So
dang, is none of them on your list?
They're on the list, yeah, but not my number 1
or 2.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so for you, I put number 5 as Sick, number 4, Red Lights, number 3, Thunderous, number 2, I put Cheese, and number 1, I put Domino.
Okay, well, I'll at least let you know you did get one right in the right order.
Cool.
So number 5, I have The View. I don't know if you said that or not.
I didn't.
Okay. That's my number 5. Number 4 is actually where I have Sick.
I'm so sick. Sick. Me so sick. Howling got down when I'm with the mic. Jungle. In the night. I'm so sick. With the mic. They put in an 안쪽만 어울려. Feel good.
Okay.
The extra S.
Sick.
3 is the one that you got right, which is Thunderous.
Why you mad? Why you sad? Why you tick? I don't ban you. Already 멋있는 척들이 양심. 발끝 조차도 따라오지 못해 여기는 팬들. 들어봐. 질투가 정말 종이로 지워놓고 버려.
I don't think you said this one. Number 2, I have Wolfgang.
What?
I didn't put that on your list.
Okay, yeah, I liked Wolfgang. for some reason you put an animal in the the title, and I'll like it even if it's unpopular. Like I like EXO's Wolf. I know that's very controversial. I'm sorry, but I love Wolf. What else? I like Super M's Tiger Inside.
TXT's Puma.
Yes, I love Puma.
All right, it's kind of like Paradise, but animal songs.
Pretty much. Maybe that's because I like animals, but like you put an animal in the title, I will probably like it. And surprisingly, probably for you and for me, my number one is Red Lights.
알잖아 널 가만히 둘 수 없는 걸
Okay, so Domino and Cheese weren't on your list at all.
No.
God, those are such good songs.
I'm assuming Cheese is on your list and I didn't put that for yours, but at least put Domino on there.
Yeah. All right, so my number 5 is Wolfgang.
Damn it!
My number 4 is Domino. My number 3 is Thunderous. My number 2.
I was kind of close. It's still your top 3.
My number 2 is Cheese.
Okay, yeah.
And my number 1 is Red Lights as well.
What the heck? I guess we're more aligned on Stray Kids songs than we thought. That's a good song.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen the music video?
There's a music video for Red Lights?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'll probably go look at it once we're done.
It's just Bongchang and Hyungjin on the track and in the video.
Okay.
So it's just the two of them. But it's very cinematic and dark, and there's like chains involved, and it's good. You should go watch it.
All my favorite things. Yeah. Okay. So hang on, let me count this up real quick. All right, so I guess we'll go on to our last and final one as of now.
Another album that I'm completely obsessed with and will listen to.
This is really good.
Repeat in my car is.
Don't tell me that, Macy. I probably don't have any of these right now.
Is Ordinary, and the title track is Maniac.
Maniac. I love when Felix says that. Ping, ping, whatever he says after.
It's like, I don't know how to say it. Han says that, and that's one of my favorite lines in that.
Maniac, Frankenstein처럼 걸어 maniac, maniac.
Maniac, 나서 빠진 것처럼 무슨
voice can't go as deep as Felix, so that's why I didn't even attempt.
Yeah, no.
I'm not built like that.
Let's not make a fool of ourselves.
Okay. Oh, dear Lord. Now I'm scared. Okay, so for you, for number 5, I put Muddy Water. 4, I put Freeze. 3, Maniac. 2, Venom. And number 1, I put Charmer.
Okay, you were really close. Not quite.
Damn it!
You got. I think you got 2 in the right order.
Okay.
Yeah, that was really good. Just like some slight switching around.
Okay.
So for you, I put number 5 as Muddy Water, 4, Maniac, 3, Venom, 2, Freeze, and number 1, Charmer.
Okay, so we both put the same song as our number 1s. I don't know if that's your number 1. That's not my number 1.
We'll just both be wrong then.
You got all the songs, just not in the right order, except for 1. So number 5 you got right. It is Muddy Water.
Okay.
But makes me tougher, energetic youngster like me. Let's play the muddy water. Looking back at what you said behind my back doesn't matter, cause I'm a winner, strong believer. 24/7 with the members, scoring goals like a team player. Execute the shadows all around me, call me Demon Slayer.
Number 4, I have Freeze. So I think I put the same. I think I was pretty close. I didn't realize I put our lists very similar. Like when I was choosing mine and choosing yours, because I put the same top. Number 3, I have Maniac. And this is the only time I changed it. So number 2 is where I have Charmer for me.
You can't resist it. 몸부림쳐봐도 나의 주문에 춤춰. 너무 참 마음 대충. I'm the charmer.
And number 1, I put Venom.
Right. So for mine, my number 5 is Lonely Street. Which you didn't put on there.
And I was debating to put on there and I didn't.
My number 4 is Freeze.
Okay, I got that right.
Number 3 is Maniac.
지뢰바다 언제 터질지 모르는 둠만 volcano 전했던 바람도 언제 바뀔지 몰라 다들 숨긴 채 살아가 like a seal tornado popping 순진하게만 보다가 그게 닥침 호의가 계속 되면 권리들 안에 toxic 이러니 돌지 원이
Also got that right.
Number 2 is Charmer.
손에 움켜쥐고 걸어 로즈 핏을 박스 튀는 바람에 펄럭펄럭 99년생 셀럽 거머리처럼 딱 붙지 길거리에 비둘기도 구구대며 follow me 길고양이도 넋이 나간 모습 미역해 머리에 핏대와 마른 젊은 길을 시험해 신바람 나잖아 지금 이 필이 나를 알아봤다면 you're not silly
Damn it.
And my number 1 is also Venom.
You got me wrapped up around your fingers 날 사로잡은 너의 손길에 취해가 I want it more I need it more 퍼져가는 poison 중독되는 potion 경계할 위협감은 사라져 무럭지는 hurricane
Because it makes me feel like a badass when I drive around in my green car, like playing that song. And I just love it. It's such a unique.
Ooh, because it's like green and black. And like, I mean, I know Venom, like the character from Spider-Man, he's only black, but still. Dang, so we have the same 2 and 1.
My car's green with like blacked out wheels. So it's like.
We had the same. Did we have the same 4 through 1 on this?
Venom, Charmer, Maniac, Freeze.
Yeah.
I guess so. So our just our 5 is different, and
Look at
I
us, Macy.
was very much debating between Lonely Street and Muddy Waters, so it could have gone either way.
I also think this is the first time we've had the same 4 through 1.
Mm-hmm. Our Stray Kids taste is similar.
It is.
Charmer is. I listen to that one a lot. Like Venom and Charmer like interchange for me a lot, and I love. They created like a choreography that they do live for Charmer. It's so good. So good.
I had a really hard time for yours and for mine between Charmer and Venom. I just didn't know which one to put. So that's why I switched it.
Mm-hmm.
Or else I think I would have made the exact same list, even though Muddy Waters isn't on your list, but still.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then. Wow, we were really close as far as like what our actual top 5s were on this.
Yeah.
I think that's the first. All right, gotta pull out the handy dandy phone and do some calculations. Because I really don't know where this is going. This is a very close game, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, I'm done.
I think I got it, yep.
Okay. I guess I will go first since you went first for the Eric Nam one.
Mm-hmm.
So in all total of 6 albums that we did, I got 260 points.
Well, congratulations. You won by 10 points. I got 250.
Oh my god! I wasn't expecting this. Thank you. Thank you. I really did not think I would know your Stray Kids taste.
Mm-hmm.
I was very nervous.
Right? You should be proud of yourself. You know, my BTS taste, you did pretty good on the GOT7, I think. Like, I think I still won,
I
but
don't
you
think
knew
so.
some of my number ones.
I think I did pretty horrible. No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No, I didn't. GOT7 is the only one I didn't get any of your number ones. I keep telling you this. I think you need to go re-listen.
Never mind. I was trying to be positive. Never mind.
Okay, you are. Thank you. I appreciate that.
But you got my BTS taste and my Stray Kids taste, which
yes,
are like the 2 groups that I'm focusing on right now. So that's good. So
I'm pretty proud of myself on that one. Okay, so
I'm still mad about God's Menu, though, because I would have won. We're only 10 points off.
No, we would have been in another tie.
No, because it's 30 points. So I would have been 10 more.
That's true. Can't count, guys. I keep telling you this. So good game, Macy. Yeah. That was kind of like also with, I know that they weren't your group, but like with 21, I did also better with the 21. Mm-hmm. And I only beat you by 10 points, I think.
Yeah. Hey, it's still a win. Doesn't matter by how much.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, so I love them. I think everybody should go stream them. Listen to at least the newest album. I think it's really good. It's really unique. If you haven't seen the Venom music video as well, So good.
I've only seen the Maniac one.
Well, they have like a giant robotic spider. It's cool. You should go watch it. Their visual effects are top tier.
So I guess I got 2 things to go watch after this.
So you gotta go watch Venom and go watch Red Lights.
Okay.
So, but did you, I wouldn't say that, I'm pretty sure I know I didn't turn you into a stan, but did you download any new songs that you plan on keeping and listening to?
I mean, most of these I already had. Like, I already had the whole album of In Life. Like I said, I listen to them and I like them. I just don't have the brain capacity to really stand and keep up with them.
Mm-hmm.
My level of standing is just like, I listen to a majority of your music. I know every member's name and I follow you outside of the music. So it's like other stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't even really mention this, but the member that got me into Stray Kids was Felix, and I would consider him kind of my bias still, but I also would consider myself to bias 3 Racha as a whole. Like Bangchang, Changbin, and Han. Changbin and Han especially constantly are like in my viewpoint and like bias wrecking me all the time. So I don't know if I would even consider that I have a bias anymore. It's just like the 4 of them, like all the time.
Like I said, I only know Felix, and I kind of like I think it's Changbin. Also, yes. So, but yeah, the only one really that I downloaded new songs I think was No Easy. I already had all of Ordinary. The only song I really have is Mirror, but the ones I put on my list I actually might go back and download. Truth be told, I don't know if I'm going to download any of the songs from their first album. I am not. I
don't blame you.
That's why I could tell my music taste has changed.
Yeah,
okay?
I just wanted to put that in there because obviously it's the first one and it shows progression. So
it shows their growth. So, but yeah, that was fun. And I feel like theirs is a little bit different because it does lead more towards, like, I guess, the K-pop version of hip-hop, really, that we've done so far. So, yeah.
Right. I feel like their sound might be a little bit too much for some people because it's very high energy and kind of all over the place, but I like it. It keeps my attention in not like an overwhelming way. So
I know like them, ATEEZ, and like NCT people consider them as making noise music. I remember hearing on one of the podcasts I listened to, like the older gen, I guess people like newer fans aren't using noise music correctly. I don't know, but that's what, you know.
I think it's done tastefully, in my opinion, but I don't expect everyone to like it either. So it's just a preference.
I get that. But yeah, this was fun. Learned a lot. They might have to rethink their animals thing and redo their animals.
I think Han should be a squirrel because that's what the members call him. Bangchang needs to be a kangaroo. Like, come on. I'm okay with Felix. He doesn't have to be a kiwi, but that would be really cute.
Yeah.
At least, I guess
is it Bangchang? Not Bangchang. Wasn't it Changbin that had the fake animal?
Yeah.
Give him a real animal. Give him the wombat. I know he's not from Australia, but come on. If you want to combine a rabbit and a pig, that's like the closest real life animal I feel like would represent him. And wombats are adorable. I don't know if I ever talked about it here, but they're like one of my new favorite animals. They're so
like
cute.
A koala bear because he's like kind of like he likes to hug and he's like sleepy a lot. So
yeah,
that would be cute. Redo their representative animals. I'm just glad they don't have silly English names. That's all I want, really.
Oh, that's true. That is true. You didn't mention they have any English like
the only one I saw
names.
was Han. His name's like Peter Han, but
where the hell do you get Peter from Han?
Listen.
Okay, I'm not.
That was the only one I saw, but I didn't. They don't have like official English names except for the ones that were like speak English and like Christopher is normal.
Yeah, or from English-speaking countries.
Yeah, that's like what he was actually called by people. So, and when the fans are like, even, not upset, but like, you know, when you call somebody by their like, government name when they're in trouble, it's like Christopher. So that's like funny. But anywho.
Anything else before we leave?
Just go stream Stray Kids. Look forward to their release on October 7th. There's I looked at the track list and there's literally just a song called 3 Racha. I'm assuming it's going to be like a rap track of the 3 of them, so that's what I'm interested in. And the name of it's like Maxident, so I think it's like Maximum Accident, like a play on those words. So I'm envisioning a pretty chaotic album. So go stream that. Go watch Kingdom. I will not preach it enough. I'm going to force you one of these days. If you come to visit me, we're watching it.
Oh, God. Okay. That's fine. Because that's really going to be the only way I watch it.
Mm-hmm. To force you to sit with me and watch it. It's good.
I believe you. Okay, so on that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up, guys. So thank you, as always, for listening to today's episode. You can find us everywhere that you're listening to podcasts. And don't forget to subscribe to us and rate us stars, or just in general, because I don't know how any other platform does it. When I say stars, I know like Apple Podcast does stars. Mm-hmm. But if there's a way to rate us, it'd be appreciative if you rate us the highest. And just let us know what you think. Tell us what your favorite Stray Kids song is, what your favorite Stray Kids album is. We would love to hear it. So you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at iwasthinkingpod. You can email us at iwasthinkingpod@gmail.com for any questions, comments, nice ones, or a topic you think we should talk about. So until next time, we will see you then. Have a good day, night, whenever you're listening to this, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.